Joined by Bryan Hayes and Marc Methot. All right, guys, we know the Leafs are going to finish third in the division. They're going to start the playoffs on the road. That is a done deal. Sheldon Keefe, though, called Auston Matthews' quest for 70 a major distraction. His words, not mine. So now what? Should Matthews get the green light, meaning keep playing until he gets 70? Should he get the yellow light, play one of the last two? Or should he be given the red light, meaning shut it down right now and rest for the playoffs?
I think it should be a green light to floor it, and yet I would make that decision before they get down there, right? They need to speak publicly on behalf of Matthews. Do not let him do it publicly, because we know what he's going to say. My priority is the playoffs. The team's going to say our priority is the playoffs, and I believe that is the case. But I also believe he wants to get to 70. I think it's a major, monumental number, much like Aaron Judge a couple of years ago. The Yankees were going to the playoffs. I don't remember people saying in New York, shut them down. Let's think about the wild card round.
But you got to have one, which is the priority. If you're going to pick a priority, it means one's
you can
more
have both.
important than
You
the
can
other.
have both. You can absolutely have both.
Then there is no priority.
No. Yes, there is a priority. You're still preparing for the playoffs. I would not sit him against Florida. Why would you send a message to the team you're probably going to play? We're scared of you, or we think you're going to hurt our best player. He plays in Florida. You go into Florida, you smack them in the face and say that's what's coming on the weekend or early next week. If he gets to 70, great. Then you probably do sit him on Wednesday. I would have a plan, and I would assume they probably have that before they get down there. They know when he's playing, how he's going to approach it. Publicly, they're going to say the right stuff. I think you can have your cake and eat it, too. I think he gets to 70. That's incredibly galvanizing for this group. I think you keep flooring it all the way up to the playoffs. Do not take your foot off the gas.
All right, Marc, you spent 13 seasons in the league. We know publicly Matthews' teammates are saying, keep playing him. We want him to hit 70. But what do you think they're really thinking behind closed doors? Are they okay if he keeps playing, or do they want him to put the team first and sit and rest for the playoffs?
Yeah, it's a fair question, Gino. And I think from my perspective, I'm actually going to agree with Hazy here on this. I want my assistant captain in the lineup. To me, that is the most important thing. And more specifically, Hazy made a really good point. What kind of message are you sending across the bow there if you're facing the Florida Panthers in the first round and you're going to shy away from that competition? I'd love to see Auston Matthews get up, get involved into that game and make a statement. Have a statement game against the Florida Panthers. And then, sure, from a player's point of view, we don't care about personal accolades. It's not something that we focus on when you're in a locker room. Your main concern is winning the hockey game. I know that sounds very cliche, but it's the truth. 70 is a big number. We have to, at the very least, acknowledge it. It's very impressive. So, for me, it's very straightforward. You got to put him in the lineup against Florida. Let him at least potentially get to 70 goals. Then you can have that conversation with him about the next game the following day or that evening afterwards. And again, it's a back-to-back situation. So I can understand the reluctance in playing him in both those games. But I think, like I said earlier when I started this little rant off, for me, as a player, a former player, I should say, if I'm in the game and I'm blocking shots with my face or my chest on a penalty kill, I don't want to know or think that my assistant captain is sitting up in the stands watching. So it's very straightforward.
Yeah, I'm with you there. And I
full throttle, green light.
I also don't think there's a situation here where you have to presume because they're chasing something or he is chasing something, that means they get to the playoffs
Agreed.
and they fall flat. Why can't you have both? Maybe you keep playing the way you're playing. He gets to 70. You get to the playoffs. You continue to play well in the playoffs. It doesn't have to be an column A or a column B, and ultimately it's in the hands of Sheldon Keefe as well. He doesn't have to play him 24 minutes a night. He can control the frustration.
Right.
I understand he wants his team to play the right way. That's his priority as the head coach. It's not 70. It's not personal accolades. They need to get that message straight. Matthews needs to play the right way. His teammates can't cheat, but he can be in the lineup. He will stay healthy. Maybe scores a goal, gets to 70, go to the playoffs, you're feeling good. I think that's a perfect situation for the Maple Leafs.
Further to your point, Matthews played 1 second shy of 24 minutes on Saturday night. It was his 10th highest ice time of the season. So Sheldon Keefe has some tough decisions to make as they go into their final two games of the regular season. But Methot and Hayes, they both give him the green light.